Hello my darlings! I hope you're doing absolutely fantastic. So today, if you cannot see from the title, I'm gonna tell you what we're gonna do. Today I'm gonna share with you my absolute favorite foundations. So it's not perfumes today, it's makeup. And to be completely honest, I've wanted to do it for the longest time, but I decided to hold off until you asked me to. And finally it happened. Many of you have been asking me to do my makeup, of course. I know, it's coming, I promise it's coming. I am just waiting for one part of my equipment to make it easy for me to film. So stay tuned for that. And for now, I have my little box of foundations in here, and these are my absolute gems, the best of the best foundations that you could ever have. I've tested foundations throughout my whole life, and from low end to high end. This will be definitely a high-end edition because, to be completely honest, I do not use drugstore foundations. To be completely honest, it's just a personal preference. I have nothing against drugstore foundations. There are many great ones, but I just like what I like. So I'll go from the least coverage to the most coverage. And these foundations are perfect for any skin types, but I'm gonna tell you a few things about them. I know you wanted me to incorporate makeup, skincare and beauty more and more on this channel, which makes me very happy. So there you go. We're gonna start with foundations before we do the full-on makeup tutorial. If you want to see my previous makeup tutorial, I will link it right there for you. Alright, so first, this is a very light base. Actually, I have two of them, and these are both from Lancaster. The first one is the Infinite Bronze Face Bronzer. I'm gonna give you swatches in the daylight so you can clearly see how the colors look. So I'm not gonna show it right here on the camera, I'm just gonna give you a nice snippet. So with this one, I am in the shade 02, and this is basically a very much bronzing base. It has a tiny bit of coverage to it, but it's mainly going to bronze your face. So it's going to be perfect for your neck, for your chest area. If you want to bronze up any part of your body, this is going to be perfect. It's non-comedogenic. I've never broken out from this, just as with all the foundations that are in here, I've never broken up from them. Yeah, so this one is the lightest coverage, and this is basically a face bronzer, but it gives you a very nice base under your proper foundation as well. So I'm going to start with that. This is a very good one if you want to bronze up. So this is also something that I mix with foundation if for some reason it's too light, or if I want to match my neck to the chest area, whatever it is. I really like using this to bronze up my body or face. And the other one from Lancaster is the one that you actually bought because of me, so many of you, and this is actual BB cream, and this is Sun Sensitive Luminous Tan Fresh BB Cream SPF 50. And it has a gorgeous shade. I think it only comes in one shade, so unfortunately for all my fair skin girls, I don't think it's gonna work. It's perfect for my skin tone, so let's say NC 40 in MAC, something like this. And if you're just tan on vacation, it's gonna be perfect. It's beautiful on the skin. It looks absolutely fantastic. It really does. I would say it has light to medium coverage. You can build it up slightly, but not too much. It gives you a very nice, natural, glowy, beautiful finish. Just perfected your skin, but better. So that is Fresh BB, and this is what I use when I just have to have a little something on my face. But you know, when I just ran out the door and I have to run some errands or something, or when I'm on vacation, beach club, whatever it is, I use this. It's perfect. It's just a nice light base with a lot of SPF. Okay, what do we have next? Now we are definitely moving on to more and more coverage, but before that, I'm just gonna show you one more skin tint, and that is from Nars. And this is Tinted Glow Booster, and I am in the shade Medium Dark Tangsi. This is also kind of a bronzing product, but if you go lighter with the shade, it's gonna be just perfect as your skin tone. What it is, it's basically beautifully illuminating. It also has a light coverage, so it is gonna cover up, you know, like darker circles, signs of not the best night, if you know what I mean. So this is just gonna give you another My Skin But Better base. It's also perfect under foundation. You can use it so many ways. You can mix it with your foundation. It actually has a beautiful ingredient list. It has some shea butter, but I must say, even though it has some lightning particles, you know, like you can see some goldish flecks in it, like minimal, but you can see it. On your skin, it doesn't really look that glowy. I would say the finish is semi-matte on me, actually. It's definitely less glowy than the Lancaster BB. So yeah, but I absolutely love it. It looks just gorgeous on the skin, and it's hydrating. So it stays put all day. It's perfect for your no makeup days. Yeah, just fantastic. I love it so much. One of my perfect bases, like, you know, for every day when I don't feel like wearing makeup but I'm going somewhere, you know what I mean, that kind of thing. Okay, next what we have, this is a face and body foundation by Dior, Backstage, and woo and I am in the shade Free W, which is basically free warm. They have an amazing shade range to these foundations, so I think everyone will find something for themselves. With this one, is definitely a watery formula. Finish, I would say, is definitely natural. It's not too matte, it's not too glowy, it's just somewhere in between. I'm actually wearing this today, so I don't know if you can see because of the harsh lighting, but it really looks like second skin. But at the same time, you can really build it up. It gives you from light to very nice medium coverage. I wouldn't say it's like full, but a beautiful medium coverage you can get. Also, it's again perfect for your body because it gives a perfect veil of color and imperfection correcting, and it is waterproof. So if you didn't like MAC Face and Body, this is a completely different formula. It's way more coverage than MAC, and also it doesn't have that weird feeling as you rub it in. So yeah, you can use it with your hands, you can use it with the sponge, with the brush, whatever. I really like using it with the sponge. And also you can mix it with other foundations to make them a little bit more watery if you need it. So yeah, perfect all-rounder. It photographs beautifully. I must say it really is a perfect photography foundation. And also, yeah, you can use it on your body. It sits so well on the body. You don't even have to set it that much. So yeah, fantastic one from Dior. Alright, another one that I love is, and I'm almost gone with that, it's almost gone. It's a Laura Mercier Flawless Lumière foundation, and I am in the shade Free W1, it's Dusk, the color is called Dusk, and this is like my absolutely perfect shade, like really perfect for me, same as Dior. Apparently I am in freeze when it comes to foundation colors for most times. So with Flawless Lumière, this is the most beautiful natural finish you can get while being quite full coverage. This looks like skin, it doesn't show up on your face at all. Like, this is so natural looking, but it still gives you full coverage. It's unbelievable what they did with this foundation. And it gives you like a very healthy glow, but it's not sticky, nothing. It's just, it actually gets quite dry as it sets, but it gives you that glow from within. Incredible foundation, really incredible. The shade range is fantastic, I feel like. And also, what is also amazing about this is that even though it covers everything it needs to cover, it still shows through my little sunspots, which I love. I love that, you know, I love that look. So I don't know how they did it, but it's absolutely fantastic. Really, really fantastic. And this is a fantastic, fantastic is going to be overused in this video, alright? But this is perfect for events, but also perfect for everyday. So this is like the best all-rounder of all time. So that's Laura Mercier Flawless Lumière. Next we have a foundation by Nars, and this is a very famous natural radiant longwear foundation. And with this one I am in the shade Stromboli, but this is definitely my winter shade. Normally I actually have another shade of this, but it is in South Africa. I am in the shade Valencia when I'm more tan. This is my very pale skin winter shade. It's very, very yellow, and I like Nars for yellow undertones. Also, I think it's a great mixing foundation if you need some other one to be more yellow as well. So this one is medium to full coverage. What I must say, surprisingly, it's not the best when applied with brush or sponge. It really looks the best when applied with your fingers, which is very weird. I don't usually apply my foundations like this, but this is what it is. For some reason it works the best when applied with fingers. I feel like when it's applied with sponge or brush it doesn't sit well. You can clearly see you have foundation on. Yeah, it's just not like this beautiful no makeup look that you get from Laura or Dior. You know, these are amazing. They don't show on the skin at all. With this one, only if you apply it with your hands, you're gonna get that beautiful, glowy but seamless look. If you apply it with the brush, you're gonna get full coverage, but it's gonna sit very badly on your skin, at least on my skin. And just as a side note, I have no dry patches on my skin. My skin is normal. It's not oily. It's not too dry. It's just normal. So yeah, my skin is not very challenging for foundations, you know, and it still doesn't sit very well when applied with a tool. So yeah, try it with your hands if you haven't already. I would say this is quite transferring though. That's a little bummer with this one. I find it quite transferring. Again, unlike Laura, it doesn't transfer at all. So yeah, I still love it. I will still use it up, but yeah, from all the ones that I'm showing you, I think this one is my least favorite, but I still highly recommend it because the finish when applied with hands is gorgeous, and I use it very often for filming, and you always compliment me. So that's Nars Natural Radiant Longwear. Okay, what do we have next? I think this one is my absolute favorite at the moment, and that is Lancôme Teint Idole Ultra-Wear, and I am in the European shade, so I don't know what I am in the USA shades, but I am 050, and I think it's beige ambre, but I'm not sure, but it's 050. So guys, this one is like my absolute gem. This is the best foundation ever. I've been waiting years and years so they actually finally do the shade that matches me. Before they came out with this one, 50, I was shade 5 Beige Noisette, which is like a little bit more peachy. This one is perfect though. This one is absolutely perfect, so if you are anywhere near my shade range, you're gonna be fine with this one. This is the best foundation ever. It gives you a beautiful coverage. It is quite matte, but still looks natural. And this is like full coverage. As much as Laura, I would say it's medium plus to full. I would say, yeah, medium to medium plus, almost full. This one is like full coverage, but still looks completely seamless, like you're not wearing anything. And nothing blends on top like on this one. Like anything, powder, bronzer, anything you want. It blends like a dream on top of this foundation. So this is a perfect foundation, one of the best. I know it's a bestseller for years. Really beautiful. It's really beautiful. It looks absolutely beautiful in pictures, which is very important for me, and also looks beautiful while filming. Again, I've been wearing it very much, and you have always complimented me when I wore it. So yeah, this is beautiful. You need to check it out, because I think this one is definitely gonna suit most skin types. I love it so much. Alright, another full coverage foundation that is actually glowy this time, and that is Dior Forever Skin Glow. They also have a matte version in their range that I used to use for years and years, and I love them both. However, the glow one is just exquisite. This one is again in shade 3W, so same as Dior Backstage Face and Body. I never change that shade. It's perfect when I'm tan, or even when I'm paler. I just mix it with something lighter and it works. Although maybe this winter I will actually go ahead and buy 2W. So yeah, this one is absolutely beautiful. This one is basically kind of like Lancôme, but glowy. So yeah, if you want a matte version, go for a matte version, but I highly recommend the glowy one. This one is definitely on a creamier side. Beautiful finish. Really, you cannot go wrong with Dior foundations. I feel like they are really exquisite. They really know what they're doing, and not to mention the beautiful packaging. I really love Dior for their skin and base products. So yeah, this one, again, full coverage, again, beautiful for photography. It has no SPF, and it's really radiant. It looks like skin. It doesn't sit funny on your face. It's just fantastic. So yeah, full coverage but glowy, but still stays put and doesn't move and doesn't look oily throughout the day. Dior Skin Glow. Okay, and we have 3 more to go, so that's not much. Alright, next one is another by Laura Mercier, and this time it's Flawless Fusion Ultra-Wear Foundation. And this one is basically a more full coverage and more matte version of Flawless Lumière. So with this one, I feel like any skin type will be fine with. With this one, you really cannot be dry, because this is very matte, and this will cling on to any dry patch that you might have on your skin. However, I do exfoliate very often. My skin is very much, you know, plump because I moisturize so much, but I moisturize double before this one. This is again in shade 3W1, same as the Lumière one. It is a beautiful foundation. It is very matte. It is more full coverage than the Flawless Lumière. However, is drier. So yeah, you have to keep that in mind. If you have very dry skin, I would totally go with Flawless Lumière. And the shade range, again, fantastic. Photographs fantastic, but again, you cannot have dry skin for this one. I'm warning you, it's beautiful, but your skin has to be super plump. If you have an issue, try oil underneath. It's gonna blend beautifully, but other than that, don't use it on dry skin. But it's still fantastic, so check this one out. Again, very long wearing. All these foundations are super long wearing. You will have no issue with them. So yeah, I don't want to repeat myself. They are all super long wearing. Okay, almost the last one. Here we have Oldie But a Goodie MAC Studio Fix Fluid, and I am in the shade, usually I am in the shade NC40, NC37, somewhere in between. But my mom bought this for me, and she got me shade C5. So we'll see how it works, but basically this foundation contains quite a bit of powder. It sits absolutely beautiful on the skin. It's very much full coverage. Again, photographs fantastically, even though it has some SPF. Great shade range for yellow and rosy undertones, so everyone can find something for themselves. It's been around for years, so you know, you cannot really beat that one. If in doubt, always go for MAC Studio Fix. It's perfect for events, parties. I would also say it's good for every day if you are a full coverage kind of girl. So that's that. And last but not least, we have Huda Beauty Faux Filter. And I am actually still going through the old formulation bottles because I have two of them. And here I am in the shade 340G Baklava. I love baklava, by the way. And 350G Dulce de Leche. Love them both. The shade range between these two they're very similar, to be completely honest. I don't see much difference between them. Very, very full coverage. This formula is still scented, but I really don't mind. This is the most full coverage that you can get out of a foundation, unless you go with cream foundations used by professionals. But this is like full coverage, and it is matte. Also, I like using this with some oil underneath or some very like oily sticky base. It sits beautifully then. This is a foundation, even though it's matte, I need to powder it because it likes to sit in my fine lines for some reason. But it still looks absolutely beautiful on the skin. It really does. It's transfer free, doesn't really transfer. It's just amazing, really amazing. Again, they improved their shade range, so I don't even know what shade I am at the moment in the new formula. So I'm gonna go through these two and then think about getting the new one. But so far so good. They are really amazing. Again, super full coverage, photographs outstandingly. It's beautiful for photography, for filming, if you are interested in that. This is definitely a event foundation. I wouldn't really use it for every day. I mean, you totally can. However, it's not like it sits bad, but you can see you have foundation, you know? You cannot go as full coverage and not see it, if you know what I mean. You can see there is some foundation, but it still looks beautiful. It's very like smoothing. It's a Photoshop in a bottle, so I highly recommend this one. Huda Beauty has great face products in general. I really enjoy them. Alright, so I think that's it, my lovelies. I hope you enjoyed this video. It was a little bit different, but I am honestly obsessed with makeup and skincare and health and all that jazz, so I will be doing my best to expand my topics when it comes to this channel as much as I can and as much as you guys appreciate it. So if you would like to have more videos like that, please let me know in the comments below. I would love to hear from you. And that's it, guys, for today. Thank you so much for watching and see you in my next one. Bye!